Andrew Tate, the real top G, has been banned from Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and most recently TikTok. I don't think I've seen a faster rise and fall on social media since the amount of people who cared about Ukraine. Straight out of the gates, let's get one thing clear. Andrew Tate is quite clearly a piece of shit. Before we get into it, loosespears.com, grab your tickets right now. The tour is selling fast. Look at all these sold out shows. It's incredible. Thank you for your support. Gap Year is going to be incredible. It starts this weekend. Get your tickets and I'll see you there. Yeah, cool. All right, he's made some good points. That doesn't really change the content of his character. How about this? The sky is blue. That's a good point, isn't it? Does that mean I can go outside and beat a toddler with an extension lead? Of course, Andrew Tate has made some good points. The guy's been on like 18,000 podcasts in the last month. He's going to come out with a few gems. You could put Harvey Weinstein on 1,000 panels about how to have consensual sex, and he would come out with a few pearls of wisdom. That doesn't mean he wasn't also out there. Now, before I continue on, I need to answer the dozens of questions that I know are in the comment section. And the question is, what color is my Bugatti? The answer is, what color is your Bugatti? Like, neither of us have one. So what are you doing flexing another man's car? That's objectively lamer than me not having one, is you bragging about some bald guy you've never met having one because he tricked you out of $50 a month to join the Hustlers University so that he can make money and you can make nothing? You're a fucking idiot. You've been scammed. I watched a lot of Tate to prepare for this video, and it's pretty clear that he's, obviously like a funny guy, and a lot of what he does is satirical and it is meant to entertain. He kind of floats between satirizing the alpha male millionaire by making clips about how he only drinks sparkling water or how he'll never give CPR to a man because that's gay. Like, that's ridiculous and quite funny, but then he'll just go into seriously outlining how he would beat the shit out of a woman and then have sex with her if she was angry at him for cheating on her.
Slap, slap, grab, choke, shut up bitch, sex.
Now, I'm not a millionaire myself, but I have met a few of them, and never once have I heard them come up with a hypothetical female self-defense situation that ends with I don't think that's the key to success here. But this is the problem with Andrew Tate, and this is why he is so divisive, is because social media and the way that Tate has clipped himself and posted himself everywhere and encouraged his fans to do so, a lot of people are not seeing the full picture of this guy. A lot of people are only seeing the sexist stuff and going, how could anyone fucking like him? If you like him, you're an evil person. But a lot of people are only seeing the ridiculous, over-the-top, satirical, funny clips and going, what do you mean he's sexist? He's the guy that just, says what color is your Bugatti and says he only drinks sparkling water. That's ridiculous and funny. What a lovable guy. But the big secret about Andrew Tate is that he's not this silly, lovable guy. In fact, if you ask his father, you'll find out that he's absolutely not lovable. This dude is just like a bit of an asshole. He's a bad person. If you look at the way that he operates in his personal life, the businesses that he runs, the reasons that he's moved to Romania, the guy's a piece of shit that hates women and is honestly scared of any type of human connection with them, and he's poisoning the minds of younger men by teaching them that the way to be a real man is to just grab as much money as possible for yourself and then treat women like whores because that's what they deserve. It's not how you be a real man, that's how you be a real piece of shit. I'm not here to make this video to cancel Tate or get him in trouble. I'm just making this video to kind of point out that somebody can be funny and a piece of shit. Now, I'm not talking about me. I'm funny and a perfect human. I've never done anything bad. But the thing is, a dude can be entertaining and a piece of shit. And I think this is something that both sides of this argument should acknowledge. A lot of people who think that Tate is purely this evil, horrible piece of shit are refusing to acknowledge that he is also incredibly entertaining. And that's a big part of why he's kind of rose to fame. And not everybody who likes Tate is even aware of the horrible shit that he's done in his life or said. For example, he's said a few times that women are just intrinsically lazy, or that there's no way that you can be grounded in reality and not be a sexist. I mean, these are things that are just objectively wrong and pretty horrible things to say about 50% of the planet. Everybody comes from a woman. A lot of people will give birth to women or raise women, and I think that talking about women in this way is not what an alpha male does. Exploiting 50% of the planet and treating them like garbage is not what someone who respects women does or what a whole person does. It's what someone who is fucking scared of women does because they're worried that their love is going to prove that they're something that they think they're not. It's just fucking pathetic. These types of alpha male bro influencers are a dime a dozen. They're about as common as COVID in a retirement home, and they are just as bad. They all say the same shit to the same crowd. Women are whores who are slaves to their instincts, and the only way to attract them is for men to accrue money, power, status, and influence. And then they scam these desperate, lonely people into joining some paid monthly course or secret society that is really just a digital echo chamber where a bunch of angry incels and failures sit in a Discord chat having imaginary arguments with women who I would say don't even exist if it wasn't for the fact that they almost always represent their own mothers. Look, here's the real truth. If women are avoiding you like the plague en masse, the problem is not women, the problem is you. Women are very good at detecting losers. They deal with it every day. It's one of their innate instincts and something they have to build up over time because of fucking creeps like you who try to attract women despite being fucking losers themselves. You're angry and you're lonely and you're looking to a roided up thumb to fix your life. You're wrong, all right? Do you know how much pussy I was able to get even though I was broke, unattractive, and had no prospects? Not much changed once I started becoming more successful, okay? It's not the fucking status and the money and the power. It does help. I'm not going to lie, but the problem is you, okay? It's not women. They're avoiding you, all right? The common denominator is you, and paying $50 a month to get scammed out of your money by some dude who runs a sex fucking business in Romania, sus, is not going to fix your problems. It's just going to make him rich and you more sad, more isolated, and more lonely. Right, now, with that off my chest, sorry, brought me back to my bullying days. Let's get into the question of the video. Was the ban of Andrew Tate across all of these platforms the right move? Here's the thing. Andrew Tate is a fucking genius. When it comes to getting attention on social media, I don't think I've seen such mastery of algorithms and all the social media platforms at once from anyone ever. Any one small person. Sure, like giant teams have pulled it off before. All the people that were helping Donald Trump, maybe, probably the closest comparable thing in terms of dominating social media all the time. Andrew Tate is probably the only like actual individual I've seen do it this well. He's a fucking master. But here's the thing, even if Andrew Tate was preaching the good word of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, didn't swear or say anything controversial in his videos or even in his personal life, he would still get banned because of his business practices that violate all the terms of just about every social media platform out there. And here's why. Multi-level marketing is banned on every social media platform, but especially TikTok, where young people are most susceptible to this type of multi-level marketing scam. And the Hustlers University, as we all know, and as many other creators have proven, is a multi-level marketing scheme. The pitch of Hustlers University is we're going to teach you how to make money, but one of the only truly reliable ways to actually make money is to cut up clips of Andrew Tate, post them, and use a referral link to get people to sign up to Hustlers University, which you then make a cut off all the people who sign up using your link. That's multi-level marketing. That's the dictionary definition of an MLM, and that's against the terms of just about every social media website. So even if he was, just saying what he should be saying and not being controversial, his course is a scam and he would get banned anyway. And that's a good thing. Just because you find him funny because he pisses off the people that you don't like doesn't mean he's not also a fucking scam artist. But not only that, encouraging people to create fake accounts and ghost accounts and ban evade and constantly re-upload and recycle old content is also against the guidelines of just about every single other platform. If you took all of my videos on YouTube and constantly cut them up and re-uploaded them and spammed them everywhere because I was telling you to do it, I would get banned, and rightly so, because that would turn every fucking website into this weird old spammy recycle bin of cut up clips of just garbage, right? It's against the terms of service of every single social media website. So even if he was following all of the other rules, this ban was inevitable. It was always going to happen. So yeah, even though I do understand why people who are not educated or don't know anything about the guy would think he's entertaining. I mean, I did for a long time, and then I looked into him and I was like, oh, okay, he's a fucking horrible Like, it's pretty simple. You know, the guy has said on multiple occasions that he prefers women that are freshly 18 or 19 because he can leave an imprint on them, and because women his age don't like him. That is such a fucking self-report. The guy's a groomer, all right, and women his age don't like him because they can identify red flags. So instead of modifying the type of partner he can be and becoming a better person, he instead preys on more naive people without life experience. It's just fucking grooming. It's legal, sure, but it's morally reprehensible. He said that 40% of the reason why he moved to Romania was because of the relaxed sexual assault laws. And he's going, I'm not a rapist, but okay, you don't need to finish the sentence, buddy. We know. That's fine. You can stop right there. The guy has been, investigated for human trafficking. He runs some shady cam business in a fucking developing nation. I mean, for fuck's sake, when a guy with money in Australia moves to a developing nation like Indonesia, everyone intrinsically knows that guy likes young girls and hates getting caught. Why does that not apply to Andrew Tate? I'm a very strong believer in freedom of speech, and I do think that these types of sweeping multi-social media platform bans need to be really, really scrutinized, because I think a lot of the time when they do this, they get it wrong. But with the Andrew Tate situation, I think they're all incredibly justified, and as he was just violating like all of the terms of service that make the website a good place. Put aside everything that he's ever said, the way that he was uploading and encouraging people to create accounts and running multi-level marketing schemes, I mean, that's not the type of shit that you want on platforms, because if he's allowed to do it, guess what? So will I. Speaking of, sign up to my Patreon. You don't make any money doing that by getting other people to sign up for it, but I would appreciate it. That would make me feel nice. And look, if you are a teenager or a young man in need of a male role model, because let's be honest, there aren't many out there, and a lot of people don't have father figures, which there's nothing wrong with if that's you. But, understand that when a guy comes out and tells you, even if it's not an influencer, when a person that you know who's very funny otherwise, or very entertaining, or very good at something in another area, when that type of person who you respect, that you look up to, starts saying things like they moved to a developing nation, 40% of the reason why they moved is because they have relaxed sexual assault laws, when they tell you that they like to engage in the safety of police corruption, when they tell you that they like girls as young as possible because they're easier to imprint on, manipulate, and control, it's up to you to believe that person and see them for what they are. A horrible who no one should be around. I'm Lewis Spears. My tour starts this week. Get your tickets now. LewSpears.com. A bunch of shows are selling out. Subscribe, like, and I'll see you very soon.
Buy my shit, buy my shirts, buy my merch and no one gets hurt. Buy my shit, buy my shirts, buy my merch and no one gets hurt. Buy my shit, buy my shirts, buy my merch and no one gets hurt. Buy my shit, buy my shirts, buy my merch and no one gets hurt.